All right, so these circumstances are pretty unusual, but as you know, the partnership with Nintendo for the Philips CDI attachment has fallen apart. We are going to make it still on our own, and as part of the settlement, Nintendo has given us the rights to the Zelda IP. So we can make our own Legend of Zelda games. They can be whatever we want them to be. So let's just blue sky this thing.
This is a huge opportunity for us, obviously. This is, what we call in video games the big show. This is the big time here.
Yeah.
We're using Nintendo IP, so we cannot mess this up.
All right. So before I begin, I would like to say that as part of my pitching contract and in my employment clause that I negotiated this morning, you have to take all of my ideas.
It's right here, and I'm looking at the contract. It's written there.
Yeah, I'll need to get my reading glasses to review this, but I'll just take this on blind faith for now.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Dougette. I was hired by Philips this morning. I expect to be packing my things by 1 p.m.
Okay.
I've got to say, not a great start.
Doesn't fill me
So
with
what do we
confidence here.
think of when we think of Zelda? I'll tell you some things I think about. Well, I thought that the steps taken in the second game in the franchise were pretty exciting. I like a side-scrolling adventure for Zelda. Would you guys say yes?
You know what? It's a very popular genre. People love a side scroller, and I feel like that's completely on the table. Why not?
Yeah, I know people didn't love it, but I don't think that's enough of a reason to not do it. I think the Zelda characters could work in a side-scrolling
We
adventure.
can build upon this template
Yes,
that's been established.
absolutely.
Okay, great. So instead of, you know how Mario jumps with a button?
Yes.
That's confusing to me because why is he jumping with a button when the movement is all on the little stick, right? So I want to make it so that in order to jump with Zelda, Link's, whatever the fuck his name is, that you got to press up on the controller because that's the body. The stick is the body, which is why it looked like a little body.
Sure. I mean, I played some games like that, like Kung Fu on the NES uses up for jump. So, that's been established. It's a little clunky, but it's a possibility.
And look, I know that you said that you were expecting to pack your bag so far. 2 for 2 with pretty interesting
Thank you
ideas.
very much. Now, I want to demonstrate something here physically.
Mhm.
Now, whenever I want to get into my purse, I got to squat down low.
Yeah, are you okay?
I gotta squat down low so I can, because I can't rummage when I'm standing at my full height. So I need to drop my bag onto the ground and just like kind of squat over it like I'm using a Chinese toilet, and then I'm gonna
Your
dig.
face is beet red.
I'm gonna dig in my bag. So I want to make sure that when Link digs in his purse, he's got to squat down. He's got to squat down low.
We can at least prototype it, the idea of squatting to access your inventory.
The other thing I know about Legend of Zelda is nobody's talking. So I've submitted myself doing all the voices on a script, and since I've negotiated my contract such a way, I would like all of these to be implemented into the game as is.
Okay, so you have some audio of you doing that's what you're saying? You recorded on a tape some audio of you doing these lines?
Tape?
Yeah, like a tape deck. Like the current technology, a tape deck.
Okay.
It's only the most current technology.
All right, sure.
Everyone's got a tape deck right now.
I brought in a wax cylinder.
Wow, how did you even press that?
What do you press? I brought in a wax cylinder. So what I did last night is I poured a bunch of candles in my throat.
Jesus Christ. A bunch of candles.
I lit them first, and
You let the wax collect.
I let the wax collect, and then I sort of like dry gagged until the whole shape came out, and then I surrounded that with
shape.
the latex, like a hot latex, so I could make a whistle. So then I massaged it so that I don't have to be in the room in order for you to hear my voice, is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Can I just ask like kind of a general question?
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look, I'm willing to look past some of Dougette's quirks here.
Yeah.
Because the ideas that were presented here are pretty decent. I just have one stipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to animate the whole game by hand.
You're not going to believe it, but I'm one step ahead of you. This is my first job I'm not going to get fired from. This is great. I hope the Philips is a huge success.
Great. Yeah, and just get cranking because this game comes out on Friday. So, all right, team. We here at Apple are attempting a console. Now, I know this is a market that we have not yet conquered, but I think we can do it. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to have the best game controller on the market. So I want everyone's ideas. How can we innovate in this space? How can we come up with a game input method that's even better than everything else out there?
Well, Tim Apple,
not my name, but please continue.
I just want to say I'm a big fan of you and your company. I think, it's terrible what happened to Steve Jobs, but I'm also happy that you did it to him. I want to talk to you about some of my controller ideas. My name is Dougette, and the first pitch I have is that there's not a lot of tactile feedback in controllers.
Okay.
You got that force feedback, but you don't got tactile feedback. So what I would suggest is, and I've got a demo here, I've put 2 wires in the bottom of a can of applesauce. And I think that you should be able to like in a game where you're like trying to find something in the ground or in a treasure chest or whatever.
Kind of. Yeah.
So you're like, oh, where is it? So you scoop into the applesauce and you swoosh around in there and you can clear off the screen that you're looking at and it's a tactile experience.
So we're shipping a jar of applesauce with our console?
No, I don't think it should be applesauce. I think it should be whatever. It does tie in thematically, so maybe
if it's apple, it should be applesauce.
Applesauce.
Look, we're just pitching ideas here, so I'll put this one on the whitebboard, but
really
I don't know if this is the direction.
Idea.
Yeah, that's
we want to go with.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, I got a couple ideas for you if you want to. Hear what I got.
Thank you. Thanks to both of you for showing up too. For this meeting.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to be here.
I don't technically work here, so this is an opportunity.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to get my ideas out there. I think it should be shaped like a gun.
For playing first-person shooter games?
No. For any kind of game. Any game. You should be able to point a gun at your TV and play any kind of game you want.
Okay, so we're thinking some sort of form factor where we have a
it looks like this. It looks like this.
Okay, please put that away. It should look exactly like this. That's inappropriate. Okay, these are both. I'll put this on the whiteboard. Gun controller, but I think let's start in a more conventional place. Let's think of something that you're holding with both hands. It has buttons. It has tactility.
Yeah,
so,
tactility.
That's why I brought up with applesauce, but I guess you're just gonna bypass that.
Well, no, I brought the applesauce idea down.
All right, so how about this? How about this? You got 2 hands, but you also got a mouth. So what if you holding a controller, you got 2 hands, but it's like, my character is tied to a chair. How do I get out? This is a nub, like a big rubber nub on the top of the controller. Here, I'll demonstrate. So I brought in a Nintendo that I've just taped like a pickle to.
Okay, please do not demonstrate. No one wants to see this demonstration.
I'll show you.
No, don't, please.
So as he's showing us, like, it's like, my hands are tied. I can't get out.
I had a similar idea for the gun one.
I don't think we should be encouraging people to put a gun-like object in their mouth. And I also don't think that they're...
But it would be rubber and wet.
Again,
this all sounds really unappealing.
All controllers since the dawn of time have been dry. And there's a whole space where we could be thinking about what's new and what's interesting, and I think that's wet.
Yeah, wet controller.
We're
only at idea 3 here, so don't sound too tired.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna write wet on the whiteboard, and then I'm just gonna press send on this email submitting my resignation, because this is obviously a completely dysfunctional workplace.
Have you heard of teledildonics?
Okay, all right, I'm leaving. I'm gonna push you aside. I'll grab your gun if needed. I'm leaving this office.
I have some literature for you. Yeah. If you would just peruse this.
I've gone. I've left the office. Bye.
All right, team. Super Mario Bros. 3. This is very exciting. Obviously, the reaction to Super Mario 2 in the States didn't go so great. So we're gonna try to pitch on some new power-ups, some new things that Mario can do in this one to get us back to our roots. So we're taking any ideas. Who's got something?
Hey, hi. Can I go?
Yeah, no. This is everyone has the floor.
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Dougette. I'm not sure if I've already been fired from this job, but I'm returning to the campus. I just want to make sure that I know that you know that I know that maybe I'm not supposed to be here. But I've got some ideas.
There's a lot of there's low retention here. We got a lot of turnover, so that could have been
great.
Somebody else. Yeah.
Great. So I got some ideas for Super Mario Brothers 3, and my first idea is the toilet suit.
The toilet suit. I'm just gonna say, if this is where we're starting.
Mario, hold on, let me explain. Mario, hits a block, and a little like what looks like a little plunger comes up at the top, because the power up should never actually be the outfit. And he grabs a plunger and he turns into he's got like a body of a toilet, and his legs are sticking out the top, and his head's sticking out like where the tank is. And then,
so he's like stuck in it.
I mean, he is. He is toilet. He's not stuck in it. I've been stuck in a toilet before, and that's not what it looks like. So he's
I don't even know what question to ask.
In front of him, and whenever he sees an enemy, he opens up the lid, and then like poops fly out at the enemies, and they run away. It doesn't kill the enemies, but they run off screen.
Well, against my better judgment, I'm gonna write it down. It's an idea. I don't know that we'll use it, but maybe something will inspire us from there.
You're not gonna use that? Well, you're gonna put him in a shoe or something?
I can't.
Hey, buddy, why don't you go?
Excuse me, is the floor open for ideas?
Yeah,
Can I pitch an idea too? Can anyone pitch an idea?
Too polite. Yeah, we got to get some ideas.
Because I think the U.S. reaction to Super Mario Brothers 2 was because it was too weird. People were like, "What's going on with this game? It needs to be a little bit more grounded, less fantastical." So, I'm pitching the skin suit. It's a suit made of skin from a bunch of slain enemies, and they all get collected and sewn together, and you wear them to cover up Mario's body.
I don't even know what that means.
You collect a skin flute and you wear the skin suit.
How would you even depict it?
Put it on that one should go on the board with the toilet suit. I think we got two good ideas.
I guess I have to put it on the board, but I don't know that. Like, we could have a skin suit. Like, maybe he wears the skin of an animal. Maybe that's a direction we could go in. But I don't know.
Weird. Sounds weird.
Did you say yikes?
That's graphic, man.
It's like serial killer behavior, dismembering an animal and wearing it. Weird. This guy's weird.
I'm not weird.
This guy's weird. I have another idea.
Okay.
One of the breakout characters from Super Mario Brothers 2, the reskin Doki Doki Panic, was the Babam.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we could have a Babam suit.
Okay.
Like you turn into like a little Mario Babam. And then
this is good.
You can hold down the B button, and if you hold it down to charge up, you can explode. And then if you explode, you get a poem read by Robert Oppenheimer about what it means to take so many lives.
You want Mario to say, "I am become death"?
No, Oppenheimer's going to say that. That's his thing.
So Oppenheimer is going to be in the game too.
We could put him in there.
Look.
I got one. I love that one.
You love it.
I also love that one.
I love it.
Well, you said
I know it's my idea, but I also love it.
I love it. All right, so this one is like a special like suspenders.
Okay.
You hit the block, and those suspenders come out the top, right? And Mario puts on the suspenders, woohoo! And then every time you press the A button, he looks to camera, and he says, "I know what you've done."
I gotta say, the ideas that I've heard in this room today are so far not weirder than Super Mario Brothers 2. We have to make this.
I love it. Should we get back to work here at Denny's?
Yeah.
The orders are piling up in the kitchen.
Moons over my hammy ain't gonna cook themselves.
Yeah, we need a Grand Slam breakfast on wheels, please.
All right, look, Mad Catz team, we need a new controller that's really going to shake up the marketplace. As software is increasingly gotten digital, hardware is where the money's at. So what can we do? A new way to control something. So it's something unprecedented. A new input device for gaming.
I do think, obviously, the Nintendo Power Glove is flawed, but I do think that it's a concept worth revisiting with buttons on each individual fingers. I think if there's buttons at the tips of each finger, we could really just capitalize on full motion with the hand.
Yeah, would perhaps have some, possibilities for VR as well, VR functionality.
Yeah.
That's a good thought starter.
I don't know if I'm in the right room, but I heard you guys talking and I thought I had an idea. Hi, I'm Dougette.
Hi, Dougette.
Hi, Dougette.
I work in the cafeteria downstairs, the cafeteria for everyone to eat in. Anyway, so I got this idea for a new kind of controller that's like what like the part of your butt that you like to touch. So I think that is a really good texture for like a pliable controller. Like a pliable controller, because you can it's an analog device, so you can kind of shift it around. You can push it really hard; it'll go fast. You can pull it a little bit, and it'll slow down. I don't know what else. What other kind of metaphor to use for this controller that I am envisioning? Kind of like if you imagine a sunny side egg, but only the yellow part, but very big and firmer. So it's easier to describe as a butt. Anyway, that's my first idea. Do we go again right away if we have another one?
I mean, look, I'll say first of all, it sounds a little out there, but there was, of course, the infamous Boonga Boonga arcade cabinet in Japan, which was a concho simulator, which actually had a butt and a finger controller that you would use to poke it. So that's a real thing that exists. So, I would just sort of say we can blue sky it here. We can have the idea of a crackless ass.
Time in my entire employment history that I have pitched something that already exists, and I am very sorry.
Not a reason to feel bad.
You said you had another idea, so I think why don't we hear it?
A hot, wet sweater. You put it on, and as it. What do you seem upset by this?
It just hot and wet is tough.
I don't know if I want to be shooting electricity through a wet garment.
No.
I would just worry about possibly some liability from that. I also just logistically, I don't know how we're keeping something wet that we're shipping to consumers. Are you saying that the consumer would wet it in their own home?
No, it's in one. You've never bought anything wet from the grocery store?
I'm going to toss this one out.
Yeah.
I'm tossing this one out, but I am throwing back to you because I know you have another one.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
You're familiar with a vacuum?
Yeah, I know what a vacuum is.
Okay, or a trombone. Better idea.
Sure.
Trombone. Extend and you pull it back, and you have sort of an analog degree of control over the instrument itself because of the fluctuating pathway of trombone.
Yeah, Trombone Hero, kind of a meme hit last year.
Oh, wow, that's great. So imagine a vacuum that you put your tongue in, and then you can, depending on how far you let your tongue into it, it's like an analog controller for a specific kind of interactive experience. I am imagining on a dating sim, or if you are, differently abled and you need a gas pedal in a racing car.
You would use your tongue?
Yeah, why not?
I'm just going to say it. I think you're more pitching just sex toys. That just sounds like generally what you're pitching here.
What?
Is something someone would use for
No, if you want to hear a sex toy, I could pitch you a sex toy.
You know what? I'm going to have to ask you to... All
right, I gotta go. Have a good one.
Bye, Dougette.
I don't toss the word genius around often. But Dougette's a genius?
I'm going to ask Dougette to marry me. All right, look. We here at Sony know this industry works. Yes, the PlayStation 5 is still in its prime, but we got to get ahead of it. We got to start planning its successor, the PlayStation 6. Now, look, there's been a lot of talk among the top brass. PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, these all had iconic startup sounds. Can we hear the PlayStation 1 startup sound?
classic.
Sounds like a memory. How about the PlayStation 2 one? You're about to have a great time to hear
Beautiful.
that. And hey, PlayStation 3 startup sound, at least the original. Gorgeous, just gorgeous stuff.
A masterpiece.
We need to match the beauty of those, the majesty of those, the onboarding, the curtain opening
Of those.
for an experience of those. And I think that we in this room can collectively figure that out. So what is the PlayStation 6 startup sound going to be?
Yeah. It has to sound like you're playing a video game, but also it can't just be just a video game. It has to be a work of art.
You are going up a roller coaster while the sun is rising.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, Dougette is my name, and I saw the memo for this meeting, so I came prepared. Because I wanted to hit the ground running with this.
I love it. I love the initiative.
Thank you so much. So I have a proposal for the startup sound of the
Mhm.
PlayStation 6. Unfortunately, my audio tools crashed on the way here. So what I need from you guys is just a little patience. Because what I'm gonna do is so I have the sound. I know the sound. But I'm gonna have to lay it out like producer style, where I give you the bass line, the midsection, the treble, the percussion, and the punctuation beats, and then I would love my audio engineer over here to combine those all at the end so you guys can hear what it sounds like.
This sounds like a live Reggie Watts performance.
Yeah.
Can I ask you just real quick?
Yeah.
Could you not do that and just come back like with a completely?
I want to hear what Dougette did because I think we'll find out how the sausage is
Thank
made
you.
in real time.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
this will really sonically, introduce us to this in its full glory.
Well, so everybody knows that a good PlayStation sound has a really good bass line. So I want you to imagine you turn on your console and the first thing you hear is that low rumble, and it sounds like this. So that's like the bass line on it. Okay. So, but then you also got these like medium bits that are always sparkly, because it's like, oh, what's that? It's calling you, and it's mystery. So in the middle, you got this sound that's like this. So that's the sound that's in the middle of the startup sound.
Mhm.
And then you also have these sci-fi elements that draw you in and tell you that you're about to experience a world unseen. So for that, I've got this it comes in right before the bass line is. And then you go into the bass line, and at the end, you go out with a. Okay, so that's at the beginning and the tail end of the sound, and then you've always got that high note, that sunlight at the top of the
Roller coaster.
roller coaster. Right? I've never been, so you got that high note that it's just inspiring, and that note goes like this. And that makes you feel like I can do anything on the PlayStation 6. So while we hit all those sounds together, and you guys can hear what the PlayStation 6 starts up sounds like.
I'm bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
So is that good or is that bad?
Everyone else bleeding? We're all bleeding? Are you wearing a Baskin Robbins uniform? How did you get in here?
Well, I'm on my break.
Hey team, we're trying to get in on the next hot trend in gaming. And these days, everyone loves a sim game where you just do something mundane. You know, these 2-point games,
Yes.
2-point hospital,
Yeah.
2-point campus, now 2-point museum. All these farming simulators, all these business simulators. We want our version of that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So is
no,
the floor
totally.
open? We can do whatever.
The floor is open. I'm taking any pitches. We can blue sky it right now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off small.
Yeah.
I always wanted candy company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought it would be cool to just
I like
simulate
it.
a candy company.
That's
That
really
sounds-
Just
that's
a-
really good.
It's a real
Honestly-
basic intro right there.
That's a great idea.
Thank
I
you so
love
much.
that.
Thank
Candy
you.
Company.
Candy company.
Candy's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about an arcade sim?
Oh, yeah?
Where you're like managing arcade and you can pick what kinds of games you are have in the arcade and you can also play the game.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. That's nice.
Can I just stop down for a second here? I was expecting these ideas to be a lot worse. These ideas are both pretty good.
Oh, okay.
These both sound like
Oh.
good games.
Okay, cool, cool.
But I'm encouraged by how
Okay.
good this team is at
Okay.
pitching actual games that sound like something that people would want to play.
Okay.
Okay. I feel encouraged by
Yeah.
this.
Anyway, my idea is a sim where you run a diaper shop, where you buy diapers, only diapers.
Wait, okay.
Diaper store simulator.
If you were sitting on the best idea today, why don't you just say that
Yeah,
first?
yeah. I mean, like, if first off, I feel like you just like you gave me a little pat on the head and then you kicked me down a flight of stairs with that idea. You're like, hey, good job with the candy store, and then you came out in left field with diaper store, and
Yeah.
I feel like a fucking asshole.
It's like
over
you
here.
walked up to me at the urinal, looked at my hog, said nice dick, and then whipped out a fucking monster right next
Yeah,
to me.
like, what the fuck is this?
Why would you do that?
Well, we
It's,
gotta-
it's
well,
like it's like you're sitting in my restaurant and you're like, I love this spaghetti, and then you puke all over my shoes, and you said it's your fault. The fuck is on with you, man?
You pitching a puke sim? Because I can get behind that.
Okay, now he's batting 1,000. This guy.
Fucking
Well, He's
believable.
unbelievable with these
You know
ideas.
what? Fuck you, John.
Hey, what the fuck?
you.
Hey, fuck me, fuck you.
Fuck you, John. Like I came in here and I've been sitting on this idea of candy sim for like a week because I saw
like
the memo.
the candy sim. We might make it.
You just come in here and you take a bat to my fucking teeth, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I think we all need to calm down here. We made the decision to stop being longshoremen and work at a video game company. There was a big midlife career shift. We're all down at the docks, working, doing hard blue-collar
I
work.
swear to God, if you're about to pitch what I think you're about to pitch,
Dock simulator.
Fuck
You
you.
motherfucker.
I
Here's the
fucking
thing.
hate
Here's,
you, you
here's what's
piece of
so
shit.
crazy about you, why I
Fuck
hate you
you.
so much. You know what? It was one thing that you fucked my wife. I could let that go.
Yeah,
but this
yeah,
is crazy.
Yeah, I was there, and you made me watch you fuck this wife, and you made me watch.
I thought you were into it.
I wasn't fucking
I
into it.
thought you were giving
I wasn't
enthusiastic
fucking into
consent.
it.
Well, then now I feel bad because I certainly did not want to make you witness something you didn't want to see.
I feel like I'm in the same situation again because you're here fucking this idea in front of both of us, and we just gotta fucking watch it.
We're spitballing here. Or you have, people in your workplace
Uh-huh.
and you try to commit acts of infidelity with their spouses. Maybe make other employees witness that. Kind of like a cuckoldry simulator. I think people would be into that.
You motherfucker. It's the best idea because it's based on reality.
Hey team, we're trying to get in on the next hot trend in gaming. And these days, everyone loves a sim game where you just do something mundane. You know, these 2-point games,
Yes.
2-point hospital,
Yeah.
2-point campus, now 2-point museum. All these farming simulators, all these business simulators. We want our version of that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So is
no,
the floor
totally.
open? We can do whatever.
The floor is open. I'm taking any pitches. We can blue sky it right now.
Okay. Well, like I'm gonna start off small. I always wanted candy company.
Mhm.
You know, I thought it would be cool to just
I like
simulate
it.
a candy company.
That's
That
really
sounds-
Just a-
really good.
It's a real
honestly-
basic intro right there.
That's a great idea.
Thank
I
you so
love
much.
that.
Thank you.
Candy Company.
Candy company.
Candy's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about an arcade sim?
Oh, yeah?
Where you're like managing arcade and you can pick what kinds of games you are have in the arcade and you can also play the game.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. That's nice.
Can I just stop down for a second here? I was expecting these ideas to be a lot worse. These ideas are both pretty good.
Oh, okay.
These both sound like
Oh.
good games.
Okay, cool.
But I'm encouraged by how
Okay.
good this team is at
Okay.
pitching actual games that sound like something that people would want to play.
Okay.
Okay. I feel encouraged by
Yeah.
this.
Anyway, my idea is a sim where you run a diaper shop, where you buy diapers, only diapers.
Wait, okay.
diaper store simulator.
If you were sitting on the best idea today, why don't you just say that first?
I mean, like, if first off, I feel like you just like you gave me a little pat on the head and then you kicked me down a flight of stairs with that idea. You're like, hey, good job with the candy store, and then you came out in left field with diaper store, and I feel like a fucking asshole.
It's like you
over
walked
here.
up to me at the urinal, looked at my hog, said nice dick, and then whipped out a fucking monster right next to me.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Why would you do that?
It's like you're sitting in my restaurant and you're like, I love this spaghetti, and then you puke all over my shoes and you said it's your fault. The fuck is on with you, man?
You pitching a puke sim? Because I can get behind that.
Okay, now he's batting 1,000. This guy.
Fucking believable.
He's unbelievable with these
You know
ideas.
what? Fuck you, John.
Hey, what the fuck?
you.
Hey, fuck me, fuck you.
Fuck you, John. Like, I came in here and I've been sitting on this idea of the candy sim for like a week because I saw
like
the memo.
the candy sim. We might make it.
You just come in here and you take a bat to my fucking teeth, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I think we all need to calm down here. We made the decision to stop being longshoremen and work at a video game company. There was a big midlife career shift. We're all down at the docks, working, doing hard blue-collar work.
I swear to God, if you're about to pitch what I think you're about to pitch,
Dock simulator.
Fuck
You motherfucker. Here's the thing. Here's what's so crazy about you, why I hate you so much. You know what? It was one thing that you fucked my wife. I could let that go. But this is crazy.
Yeah. I was there, and you made me watch you fuck his wife, and you made me watch.
I thought you were into it.
I wasn't fucking into it.
I thought you were giving enthusiastic
I wasn't fucking into
consent.
it.
Well, then now I feel bad, because I certainly did not want to make you witness something you didn't want to see.
I feel like I'm in the same situation again, because you're here fucking this idea in front of both of us, and we just gotta fucking watch it.
We're spitballing here. Or you have, people in your workplace, and you try to commit acts of infidelity with their spouses. Maybe make other employees witness that. Kind of like a cuckoldry simulator. I think people would be into that.
You motherfucker. It's the best idea because it's based on reality.
All right, Zenith, here's the thing. We got to get in on the console market. I mean, like, everyone who's getting in there is making money hand over fist. Yeah. It's the late 1980s. We're about to go into the 1990s. We got to have our own game console. We can't just see the entire market to SNK and to Nintendo and to Atari and to Sega. We got to get in there.
No, yeah, I'm hearing that Sony is starting to want to get into this market too. So I've
heard Microsoft is thinking about doing a console. We gotta beat them to the punch.
We gotta beat them.
Let's go Zenith.
Yeah, let's go Zenith.
Yeah, let's go Zenith. That's the spirit of it, Dougette.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't know if you guys have system names yet lined up. I think just the Zenith Z is cool. Like, hey, you got a Z in your house? That's pretty good.
Great.
That's pretty good, right?
What people know about
really good.
What people know about Zenith is the Z.
Yeah,
it's the strongest
and
association.
it's a big bright Z on the cover of the system.
I love it.
Yeah. Like you can use a sort of a formatted branding across all of your game cartridges or your CDs or whatever. You guys talked about formats yet?
Yeah, well, that's the big thing. If we're brainstorming a console, we got to figure out what the hardware specifications are, and notably, what the game delivery format is going to be.
When you think of games, what is the thing that comes to mind? It's software.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what holds the games.
Yeah.
But why are all of the formats hard as rocks?
You make a lot of sense, Dougette.
I'm not quite sure on the etymology there. You got me.
I would like to propose, those snakes that you can't hold because they keep slipping in between your hands.
So they're sort of they're sort of like gel-filled tubes.
Yeah, gel-filled tube. So imagine if you take out of the box, that's your game, and you don't even have to put it into the system because the system's down below you. It just goes right in because it's a sort of a wet tube.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm picturing here. So your set-top box, which we know in most homes. From our research, lives on the home entertainment system, like in the living room.
Absolutely.
So someone is going to...
And it's the Zenith Z.
The Zenith Z. So someone is standing in front of their Zenith TV hooked up to a Zenith Z. That's great brand synergy.
Now that is the American dream.
And they are holding
you got
a wet snake?
The slot is like if you took a Coke can and you cut off the top, So it's a round slot.
Yes.
And then you got your snake and you drop it in. Bam! You're playing with Z.
Okay, that's one idea. I could see it being maybe a
Fuck
little
you,
bit
man. Fuck
Hey,
you.
hey, hold on.
I came in here with my top tier ideas, and you said yes all the way. You said Zenith Z, branding is good, and then you just shit on my idea about a tube.
No, I didn't.
I don't know why you had to do that to me. Do you have
Dougette,
any idea how many
Dougette,
jobs
that's not
I've
fair.
had?
Dougette, that's
At
not
this point,
fair.
I've had so many jobs.
I like the Zenith Z. I think that's a great pitch.
Fucking go for the tube.
Be what we go with. First idea, best idea might be.
Go for the tube.
Dougette, hold on. Just calm down for a
You're
second.
getting defensive. You're getting hostile.
Yeah.
You can't just yell, go for the tube at us.
You can't, and you
when
can't
you
just-
propose dropping a
I'm
wet snake
pregnant.
from a certain height.
Pregnant.
Oh my God, Dougette, that's amazing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm pregnant.
Do you need to step away for a moment?
No,
Do you need some
my
time to
hormones
gather
are all
yourself?
over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Let me just pitch another idea. We could have a
Insensitive.
Sorry, I was trying to get around what was going on.
Okay.
we could have a rectangular piece of hard plastic
Yeah.
with a circuit board inside and some pin connectors
You're
that go into a
talking-
top-loading slot.
But the consumer is confused because they're like, what is it, hardware or software?
Well, I think they're just used to that being how
Why
game systems
can't
work.
the game bend? I need this to go. I need this to go forward. My baby needs money. I need to get an education for the baby.
I hate to be taking away money from your baby, but I think
Yeah.
I've solved it.
Yeah.
So it's a gun shape,
Okay.
and you jam the gun into the console, and you pull the trigger, and then the game starts.
Oh, man, I'm going to lose my job. That's so good.
It is really good.
That's awesome.
And is it like the game is a bullet?
That's so
No, it's like a wet tube.
Now we're talking Zenith Z. Bang!